Well, there's no question they got a good one in Seth Jones, the all-star defenseman, one of a handful of notable players who are coming back from an injury with their potential return date at the time that they went down. But now that everything has been thrown into flux here, maybe we see them right away when or if we're back to playing hockey soon. And you see Seth Jones' name. Now you're going to see Seth Jones' face as he joins us here on NHL Tonight with Kevin Weekes, Mike Rupp, Steven Nelson here. Now, Seth, it was awesome to see you back on the rink. Congrats on that milestone in your recovery. What was that like? What felt better, your return to the ice or the feeling that we have every day knowing that pants are optional?
I'm going to say return to the ice for sure. It's been a long 8 weeks. It's weird. It feels like it happened, last week, but it also feels like it's been a lifetime since I skated. So, it was great to put my skates on and just go for a little twirl on the ice and see how, hopefully I can progress over the next couple of weeks.
You know what, Seth? I want to take it away from hockey specifically and more into lifestyle stuff because I see that you're interiors, as am I, which is really cool. You love your art, you love your food. I'm ticking all those boxes, but I want to hear from you if this has given you the opportunity to explore more of that. We've seen you do some stuff on social with your cooking. Have you expanded your menu offering that you're able to provide to some people? Perhaps not yet, but as we go forward.
I've been trying different things. I'm just trying to do some more sides, some more sauces. Just add something to the dish here and there. Not try to really transform it, but keep it simple. It's easy for me to do that. I'm not a very picky eater, so I pretty much eat everything. I'm not a big fan of eggplant. That's the one thing that I can't get myself to eat yet. But everything else, I'm golden.
Seth, I love that you're seeing these different things come out of players right now with this downtime. You're seeing the little more personable sides, guys kind of letting the guard down a little bit. And it's so important right now to kind of keep our distraction away from what's going on. You just mentioned that right there. What is something that, is there something that you use this time? I mean, you obviously want to get back to playing hockey, but at the same rate, is there anything that's gone in your mind that you want to kind of use this time for to work on or to expand and be creative?
Oh man. I mean, my day every day is usually go to the rink and I'm there for probably 3 hours in the morning and then kind of have my own time. I used to play video games a lot when I was younger with my brothers, and I kind of faded off the past few years. But I actually just hooked them up again. I don't know if that's working on my inner self or whatever you're asking, but playing NBA and Call of Duty with him and some of my teammates. But yeah, it's a weird time for everybody, obviously. But I feel like, I think you can learn things about yourself when you have to be by yourself for extended periods of time. So I think a lot of people are trying to figure that out.
Amen. All right, Seth, with that, we're going to introduce the bucket of questions here. I got an old hockey helmet, and we filled it with cues from hockey fans, some Jackets fans. So I'm going to shake this up, and I'm going to pull it out and see what the fans want to know about you. Okay, this one, we're going to Twitter, USA Hockey FFL. What have you been binge watching during self-isolation?
Binge watching. Last season of Homeland. I've been binge watching that. That's almost, I think it's actually still going, but I'm caught up in the recent episodes. Ozark season 3. I've been into a few of that so far. I love the first 2 seasons of that, and so I obviously had to watch beginning to watch the third one or in the middle of it. Let's see what else. I haven't started the Tiger King thing yet. I think I'm gonna have to start that this week because there's a lot of buzz. You
will.
Yeah. So I'm sure I'll end up crushing that one in a couple of days.
And
all right, we're getting involved here.
Yeah, always involved. Come on now. As far as your relationships with some of the guys, you're just kind of talking about playing some of the video games and stuff. So who's been the most active? Who have you been in touch with the most? Who's been chirping the most so far during this during our quarantine times?
I think that's the best part about getting on the video games with the guys. You got the headsets and you're all talking to each other while you're playing. So obviously bragging rights are involved when you beat somebody. But that's the best part is the guys chirping each other and making fun of each other. And it feels like you're you're still in the season and you're staying close and tight. So I think that's definitely the best part about staying in constant contact. Gus Nyquist is a big chirper, talks a big game in Call of Duty. Not the greatest player, but definitely loves to chirp and let you know when he's dominating you. But there's like 6 or 7 guys on Call of Duty, so it's great to stay in touch with everybody.
But that's the crazy part, right? I mean, everybody's dealing with different things on their own level. But I mean, you're talking about, for the average fan, how much time you spend inside the locker room, on the road with these guys. They're literally like your brothers. So, do you find yourself kind of in those, whether it's a text thread or playing video games or doing those things? Is there just kind of that need for that still because you're so used to having it?
For sure, 100%. It's weird because in the summer you're doing your own thing and you stay in touch for at different points. But this is kind of weird how it just happened. In the middle of the season where everyone had to go home or no one could see each other, and so it is great to stay in touch. Like you said, we spend every single day for 9 months together every single year. So. You get to know these guys, like you said, they become your family, and it's great that we can continue to stay in touch.
All right, into the bucket I go. Okay, this one.
Nelly, what kind of bucket is that?
It's one fit for the plug that I am.
Going on there. It's a lot going on right there, man.
It's got the bird cage on there.
Oldest
Nelly,
oldest inline helmet I got.
Nelly, that's
okay. Put that thing on.
Helmet, bro. You got all kind of decals and recals and goalie face on that thing.
All right. Let's mix this up. This is from Cheryl. I can barely read this question. Okay. You heard Weeksy ask you about your culinary skills. If ordering local meant ordering from one of your teammates, who would cook the best meal and who would make the worst?
Wow. Who would make the best meal? I would probably say Cam Atkinson can cook pretty good. I think, let's see. I think Riley Nash is a good cook. Him and his wife are pretty good cooks. So I think I would take a meal from them, from one of them. Let's see who I wouldn't take a meal from. Probably one of the young Swedes. Probably I would say Benstrom. I probably would not take a meal from him. I would probably order out that night.
Hey, I got to jump in here real quick before we wrap you. Columbus, I was fortunate enough to play there. The one thing I learned about that city, and this is right up your alley, Seth, is the eating. Like, I'm a big foodie guy. I mean, can you talk real quick about how good the actual eating is in Columbus? I mean, when you're talking New York City, okay, maybe it's not New York City, but it's got a lot of different options.
Yeah.
Maybe you could talk about that.
It does. I think the city's done a great job of putting a lot of restaurants here. We love to go out to eat around the city. It's, High Street's pretty lively. There's Italian, there's great steakhouses. It's just, there's not a shortage of any good restaurants. It's easy to mix it up. And so we really enjoy when we have the opportunity to go out and eat in the city.
Hey, listen, Seth, we really appreciate you doing this. We're sending our best to you as you recover and your entire family. I hope everybody stays healthy and sanitized. Thanks for indulging the fans in my garbage bucket here, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, guys.